Hey everyone, like I said, I wanted to make a video and here we are. So let's jump right into this. I'm just going to read these off Twitter. I was inspired to do this by a friend of mine who did something similar. That's at Cinder Collie. He did it in fursuit and I wanted to do it with my face rig. Just so get this out of the way, yes, I'm using face rig, and the person who made this was a good friend at MNTYS at Twitter. On Twitter. That's Benties. He's a great friend. He wanted to do 3D modeling and helped me out immensely with this version of the model, and I'm just super excited to have this. And I'm excited to do this with you guys. So let's jump right into this. First question was from Omen Wolf. Will you be coming back again to Anthro Week in Utah? I plan to, if it's not in the way of my scheduling. If it is, I like this picture. I remember taking this. It was such a good con. It was a small con too. Which Franco do you prefer? Dave or James? I'm gonna say James Franco just because I know who that is. I don't know who Dave Franco is. How tall are you? I'm about 5'7"-ish. I don't think I'm that tall. Don't mind another question. You always talk calm and so cute. Aw. But I'm wondering if you ever curse or talk dirty. I am an adult and I am very privy to cursing and talking a little entendre, if you know what I mean. Sometimes. It really depends on the context of the situation. For now, I definitely like keeping the Twitch stream PG and fun, and not too risque, so let's keep it that way. Who's your favorite character in Kingdom Hearts and why? Easily Aqua from the series, first introduced in Birth by Sleep. She's an amazing character who does anything for her friends, and I think that's an amazing trait, and feel like she's lost a lot on the way, and that kind of humbles her as a character, and I just love it. I just love it. Favorite Nintendo game that's something other than Fire Emblem? Oh, there's too many to count. I love the Metroid series. I love Pokemon. I love, obviously Mario, Legend of Zelda, the mainstays. I haven't gotten into a lot lately, but like the Kirby games, Breath of the Wild was amazing. There's too many. Like, Nintendo makes great games. Even ARMS. I loved ARMS. And ARMS was super fun. Why are you so cute, says Valfunks. Well, I don't know. I'm just doing a thing. I don't know. That's a question I don't know the answer to. Moving along. What made you come up with your persona? So to get into this, I had a character named Dimitri before, who was like a fox boy character. It was in my anime Naruto days. I was inspired by Elk from Dot Hack and Naruto and different stuff. So I made my own character named Dimitri, who was a fox boy character. He was a kitsune who was trying to live in like the real world and stuff like that. It was a very fun, silly character. And then from that, I kind of spent time with a friend in his barracks and kind of like hunkered down on different things I love about this character, and I wanted to make it my own, like not just parts of different shows I liked. I want it to be parts of me that I like. So I designed him around my idealness that I liked. So different things mean different things. Like my diamond on my forehead means something, my bandana means something. So all these different elements kind of came together, and Keat was born. And the name Keat Lock happened because I wanted, it's like, oh, do furries have last names? And I found out it wasn't very common. So I was like, I want to do a thing. So Keat was born, and pro secret, the reason why it's named Keat with two eyes is because I used to be called Kit before, come to find out that's super common in the fandom, and I didn't like that because I wanted to be my own special snowflake. Yes. But my real name is a very common name, and it's spelled differently than the normal spelling. So what I did was I was like, well, I want to do the same to Kit. What can I do? And I added an extra I, and I was like, but now it sounds like Keat, and I loved it. And I love this. I've never wanted to change my name ever since. Like, Keatlock is my name, and I love it. Why did I pick Fox? Because foxes are amazing. Actually, it was because foxes are like sneaky, but they're clever. They're clever at the same time, and they're like dogs, but they're like cats. They're masculine, but they've got this like effeminate charm to them. They're just sleek and charismatic in Disney cartoons, and I adore that. All of that, just all of that. I was like on top of it. I just had to do it, and I've never looked back. I mean, I have other characters, but Fox, true and true. How did you get involved with emceeing? Long story short, the person who did it wasn't. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, my throat. Oh no. I had a frog in my throat. Sorry. Oh, there it is. I got the frog out. So the person who did it wasn't there that year, and the people that were running it were friends of mine, or are friends of mine, and I joked with them that I'd do it in fursuit, and they took me seriously. And then I said, oh, well, I'm scared of doing this by myself, and then they already had a backup MC, and he wanted me to do it too, so we both ended up doing it. That's ISO, and he's been a great friend and an amazing partner to jive with on the stage together, and I think we do a good job. Honestly, people ask if we plan this out, and that's honestly just us. Like, we just talk, and we'll maybe like think of something clever to do right before we get on stage, but honestly most of it's on the fly, and I think that's what makes it so organic and so fun, is because we have a respect for each other, and when we're on stage and performing, we're pretty in sync with, we both know what's expected and what's, how to get the crowd going and moving it along and reacting to each other. It's been a blast, and I hope that I continue to do it for FC going forward. And if other cons want me to do it, hopefully they'll let me do it too. Oh, this one. Oh, where'd it go? Sorry. I skipped it. There you go. Gray Lemmy says, so here's my question. Do you think your voice blends in perfectly with your persona or fursuit? Yes and no. I don't really try to do much. I kind of sound the same, to be honest, but maybe not as excited or as foxy or as upbeat. I don't know. I think I sound the same when I'm in Keat all the time, when I'm talking about something I'm super passionate about, which is kind of where Keat's born from. So it seems natural that I'm always talking in that tone when I'm in suit or when I'm on Twitch or stuff like that. Wild Foxy asks, who's a good boy? It's me. Of course. It's always me. Nolan asks, in your opinion, what's the most important thing about the furry fandom? I'd say the most important thing is creativity and just meshing with all these different ideals and different things. And we come from such a content-rich environment where, literally anything that you want, safe for work or not safe for work, is probably out there for you. And, and if it's not, you can make it, you can create it, you can start a community, you can start talking about it. And sure enough, I'm sure you'll find someone. We all share a common interest that is interpreted so differently, and that's amazing, and I want that to keep going. I know things can be tough sometimes when we have such harsh opinions, or we believe on such firm standpoints, but you know what? That's okay. Like, people are allowed to have opinions sometimes. That's not, as long as you're not hurting anyone and you're being kind to other people, you know, let's just keep doing it. You know, stay out of trouble, have fun. That's what I always say. Last question's from Turkey Purdy. Would a turkey be called a furry feathery? I would have to say a feathery furry. Yeah. Other than that, those were the questions you guys asked. Thank you guys so much for sending those in. I know you guys are seeing my face rig here. Like I said, that was made by a friend Minty's. I use it to stream online on twitch.tv/Keatlock. I'm usually playing games, talking with you guys in the chat, and doing all sorts of stuff. So if you guys want to see more stuff like this live, that's the best place. Other than that, I'm kind of looking to do some stuff on the side, either with my face rig or my fursuit. So if you've got any ideas of what you'd like to see, post them below on the Twitter post or on YouTube. I would love to see some ideas from you guys on what you guys would like to see. Other than that, I'll just probably keep posting stuff because it's fun to do, and I hope to continue watching and learning and growing from, you know, all these different venues that I'm trying lately. Like, you know, I've been on Twitch lately. I've been talking to a lot of Twitch streamers, a lot of furry Twitch streamers. It's been an adventure, and I hope to have this adventure with you guys. And I hope to see you guys soon in my Twitch. If not, I hope you guys are having a great time. And yeah, like I always say, stay out of trouble. Bye.